Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. I am Parshvika. On this channel we talk a lot about me money online as a creative assistant artist. Today video we're going to talk about Creative Fabrica, how to get an approval on Creative Fabrica in 2026 and so on and so forth, because over the past couple of years the Creative Fabrica has changed a lot. I do have a popular old video talking about getting approval on Creative Fabric, and after that I made updated videos quite a bit in the couple of the years. Like I started my YouTube journey back in 2020, but I started with the Creative Fabric I think in 2020 or 2021, I don't really remember. And over the course of these years several things have changed. It isn't that easy as it may sound. Before it was so easy because the platform was new and they want new designers, new creators to come on their platform and start selling because they are building the inventory. Now they do have an inventory, so they're focusing more on the quality rather than the quantity. So much has changed. Let's talk about that. If you want to get an approval, how to do that. Give this video a big thumbs up, consider subscribing, turn on the bell notification for more such video. I do have a Creative Fabrica workbook and also a course kind of like that. If you want to get started, the link in description, you can check it out. I'm covering so much in detail depth over there, and everything that you need to know, you can check it out. Anyways, let's talk about that. The first of all, the Creative Fabrica platform has changed because of the AI. Now with the AI, anybody can create a piece of art, and I'm not saying that they're gonna replace the creative designer or creative artist, no, but literally anybody can create an image, a graphic, a video or audio file, or any kind of vector files. There are so many vector AI tools out there, and with that there is so much inventory built up quite a lot, many years. So how to get an approval? The first thing first, the quality matters always. Now the quality is more than the quantity. So getting an approval, you do need a really verified portfolio on any platform. It could be a Behance, it could be a Dribbble, it could be on your own website, or it could be an active Etsy shop, because Etsy is like a great competitor for Creative Fabrica and also for Creative Market, because I've seen the people getting approval by using the really active good sales Etsy shop to get an approval on Creative Fabrica, because Etsy is their biggest competitor and Etsy is bigger than them. So if you do have an Etsy shop, utilize it for that as well. Otherwise, you can create a portfolio on Behance, on Dribbble, or any kind of these creative platforms out there, and make sure your work is cohesive. It's not like random stuff here and there. It's kind of like showcasing your unique personality, the way you create your work, whether it's a PNG illustration, JPEG illustration, 3D art, embroidery, whatever you're creating, whether it's fonts. It's kind of like a cohesive, so that they see that it's a real designer who's creating their work and who's putting some work in their work. I hope it makes sense. And you need to share that portfolio link, and they will going to use this portfolio link as a proof to whether to give you approval or not. Another thing to take into account, before it was so easy to have multiple different accounts using multiple different email ID to open up a store on Creative Fabric. Before I have like 3 Creative Fabrica shops with the separate email address. But I think in the last year or so, or maybe in 2024, they have changed the system. They introduced a verification on their platform. So every creator who is selling on their platform need to go through the verification process that involves the video and uploading your identity documents. And we all have one identity documents. One person, one identity document. So one person, one identity document means one account. So you have to close your other accounts. That was the case. I have to close my other 2 accounts to keep one account active, and that was a little bit sad for me, but then it's a third-party platform. I don't have much control, so I have to let it go. But they do tell me that you can upload the products that are selling or the designs that are selling in the other accounts to the account that you want to keep active. And it was a manual labor, and I don't want to do the manual labor, and I didn't do that process. There was no automatic process back then. Let me know if they do have automatic process right now, but at that time it wasn't. And they give me the option, either you upload manually or you let go of the shop, because that's it. If you're gonna get verified, you have to do this, and only one creator can have one account because it's a verification, and you cannot get the payout if your account is not verified. So that's like the new system, which is of course it's create more legitimacy and avoiding spamming and scammers on the platform for the customer and for the sellers as well. It was great, but also you cannot have multiple accounts. So that was kind of like a little bit story about me, how I navigate this. I have to submit my old accounts and I have to close them, and only one account is active right now. One shop is active right now. The another thing that I want to talk about, if you're creating your portfolio around these subjects, around these niches, you're more likely to get approval. These are the 3D work, like the 3D model printing, 3D artworks, laser cuts. All these are easy to get approval because it's kind of like a new technology, and not many creators are uploading the work in this particular area. The PNG illustrations, normal illustrations, kind of like it's way more competitive, and you gotta have something more special or your personality than to get approval. So focusing on other stuff, like focusing on 3D models, laser, and all that stuff is helping you a lot. And they do have the AI tool on their own platform, so you can use to create the AI graphics as well, really good quality graphics. It's not like random here and there. Then it's more likely chances to get an approval. And then they also have a video and audio. They have like an AI music generator, like you can my desktop right now. So they do have the audio generator, and they do have like a video generator. Like they do have like these audio and video generator. Then they have like a studio ad campaigns if you are creating titles and you want to promote it. So their homepage has changed quite a lot in over the course of the years. Like so much AI stuff is there, and the AI has kind of like replaced the majority of the other stuff, and that's sad to hear, but it is what it is, and we cannot make any more changes. And now you can see their platform is more about the AI than about the actual designs that I can see here. Design with Crooks by XAI, generate with Nano Banana 2, AI image editor, all about the AI. That's what I'm seeing here. You have the leverage of the new technology, then you're more likely to get an approval, or you have the leverage in the 3D artwork, laser cutting, then you're more likely to get approval. Hopefully this video makes sense, you get something out of it. Do let me know in the comment section below if you have any video questions, video suggestions. If you have still more doubts and questions about this specific topic, also let me know in the comment section below, and let me know your experience about selling on Creative Fabrica if you do have one, because over the course of these years the platform has changed a lot, and I would love to hear your experience, what you think and what you experienced so far in the comment section. Thank you so much. I'll see you next video. Bye bye.